Unit 6, we have been talking about story problems and word problems. And we call them story problems and word problems because they're like this, written out in sentences and word form, not in a number sentence like we typically see with a math problem. So it's becoming on us to read these problems and solve them. Now, here we have a story problem. It says Jane has 8 toy cars. Theo has 7 toy cars. How many toy cars do they have in all? Well, there's some important things here. Our numbers 7 and 8, and this in all. Because that in all is going to tell us that we are adding. So we would need to then write a number sentence to solve this. So a number sentence for this would be 8 plus 7 equals question mark. Because our question mark is we don't know what the answer is. Then once we solve 8 plus 7, we would get 15. Now, we call this type of story problem a one-step story problem because there's only one operation we have to do. We only add. We don't have to do anything after we've already added that one time. Now, we are going to be talking about two-step word problems today, in which we have two operations that we need to do. So, two steps, meaning we have two things that we need to do, which means we may have to use two of these number diagrams. Now, the most important thing that some of us sometimes forget is this question mark. This question mark tells us that we are going to find the answer, that's what we are looking for. So today we're going to do some practice with some two-step number stories. Now, here is an example of a two-step number story. The first thing that you're going to notice is that they have 3 numbers in the problem. Our one steps had 2. This one has 3. Now we're going to have to figure out what steps we're going to do. So we first need to read the problem. On Monday, Annabelle had 9 shells. On Tuesday, she found 12 more. Well, my first step is going to be 9. Since she found 12 more, it's going to be plus 12 equals question mark. Now when I figure out 9 plus 12, I get 21. So I've used that first part. Now the next part says, on Wednesday she gave 4 to her aunt. So my second step is going to be 21 minus 4 equals question mark because I gave 4 away. I'm losing them. And when I do 21 minus 4, I get 17. So you see I had one step here, adding, and I had 2 steps here, subtracting. It took me 2 steps to figure out this problem. Let's take a look at another one. So again, we're going to notice right away that we've got 3 numbers in our problem. And when I read it, it says Yvette bought 25 red balloons and 15 white balloons for the party. So already I know I'm going to take 25 and I'm going to add 15 to it and figure out what does that get, because she bought 25 red ones and 15 white ones. Well, when I do 25 plus 15, I get 40. So we know she has 40 total balloons. That was step 1. Now I need to go on to step 2. I'm going to take that answer of 40 and I'm going to use it for my second part. During the party, 8 balloons popped. Okay, I have to think, if something pops, am I getting more or less? I'm getting less, so I'm going to subtract. So minus 8 equals my question mark, my unknown. So now I'm doing 40 minus 8. When I do 40 minus 8, I get my answer of 32 balloons. Let's take a look at one more before we're done. Again, we're going to look. 1, 2, 3 numbers. So those 3 numbers are going to be used to solve this problem. So let's see here. It says Tommy is playing a board game with his sister. On his first turn, he earned 15 points. So 15. On his second turn, he lost 7 points. So minus 7 equals question mark. So I'm trying to figure out in his first 2 turns, how many points does he have now? Well, he lost it. So that means he's got 8 points right now. Then says, on his third turn, he earned 12 points. How many points does he have now? Well, he had 8. His third turn, he got 12 more. And that equals my question mark of unknown. So my second step is going to be 8 plus 12, which is 20 points. So here we're taking 2 steps to solve these problems. So I want you to work on some of them on your own in your notebook, and you will be turning a picture of this in.